Hello and welcome all of you in today's daily newspaper analysis. आज के जो daily newspaper analysis है, here we have basically two agenda. The first agenda is to discuss the article on the Hindu that is about Article 356 and activist judiciary. ये जो आंध्र प्रदेश में जो केस चल रहा है activist judiciary का and article misuse of Article 356 we'll discuss with huge historical background everything. And the second is 100% FDI in DTH, direct to home. So let's discuss both the articles and next 10 minutes में आपको दोनों article समझ में आ जाएंगे. So the first article talks about Article 356 and activist judiciary. Okay. This is GS Paper 2, Indian Constitution, Historical Underpinnings, Evolution, Features, and Amendments and Significant Provisions and Basic Structure. Okay, so let's discuss them. Now, what are the context? The context says, Andhra Pradesh government slammed the state government over the failure of constitutional machinery in the state. Now, you must have heard that in the almost a week ago, Andhra Pradesh passed a recent order where it opens the possibility of judicial use or misuse of the Article 356. Article 356 is a provision in the Constitution under which basically we check that is there failure of constitutional machinery in the state. Constitutional machinery in the state. However, this failure of constitutional machinery has to be checked by an executive decision, which means President of India, Prime Minister, and of course the Council of Ministers by Government of India. So ये failure of the state government के अंडर में, but remember who can check this? By President of India. And it is not so simple. And if that has to be removed, again, there is a whole historical background. So let's understand. Now, there is an article, there's a saying by James Madison, in framing the government which has to be administered by men over men, the great difficulty lies in this. You must first enable the government to control the governed, and in next place, oblige it to control itself. So basically, government is very powerful, and we have to ensure this, but the separation of powers should also be there. Analysis क्या कहता है? That recent Andhra Pradesh order directing the Andhra Pradesh government to be and come prepared to argue on the breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state is shocking. So basically, this is not the domain of judiciary, but judiciary still went and asked to Andhra Pradesh government that come prepare, and we'll discuss them. Now, this opens the possibility of misuse of Article 356 by judiciary. Though Supreme Court has stayed the order, we need to go deeper into the observation and look at the constitutional, the controversial provision of Article 356. Article 356 is one of the most controversial provision of the Constitution because of its sheer misuse over the history. And we'll understand that how the sheer misuse were done in the respective governments. Now, Article 356 gives the central government to power to dismiss a democratically elected state government. यानी central government state government को dismiss कर सकती है. Now, this provision was taken from Government of India Act 1935, which applied in both India and Pakistan. And this was proposed during the freedom struggle as well. But we brought this provision in the Constitution in the name of democracy, federalism, and stability. It was believed that the central government should be more stable, and hence the central government should be able to control the state government if the need arises. Now, in the Constituent Assembly debate, भी इस पे बहुत detail में discussion हुआ था. GB Pant and HN Kunjuru opposed it, and they said that it is actually use of 1935 Act. Lakshmikant Maitra and Tanguti Prakasham said that Indian governors would not behave like British governors who acted as agent of center. He said that ऐसा नहीं होगा, we will not replicate what happened during British time. But A. Krishnaswamy justified the provision in the name of representative center. Aladi Krishnaswamy said that no, it's okay. But has the provision misused or not? क्या हमने Article 356 का misuse किया है over the year? Yes, history proves so. And let's discuss them. Power of the word otherwise. H.V. Kamath termed the surgical word for a mere poll. He criticized the word otherwise and said, God knows what it means. Otherwise conclude anything. Presidential dream of breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state. And Andhra Pradesh also could could pass the same order just because it had to explain otherwise. If constitutional machinery is failed, then you have the power. For this word, which negates the ideal of constitutionalism by giving unlimited power to the center. तो यहाँ unlimited power center को मिला as per the original constitutional provision. However, judiciary intervening is again a cause of concern in the recent time. Now, record क्या कहता है? Article 356. Article 356 has been used or misused by 1, 2, 5, 6. Even though B.R. Ambedkar ने क्या कहा था that it should be the dead letter of the constitution. Both on Article 356 and the governor, the experience of Ambedkar has proven wrong. In almost all the cases, political considerations rather than genuine breakdown has been taken. Yani, the reason of misuse of Article 356 over the years have been mostly political. Agar genuinely, if there is a constitutional breakdown, constitutional machinery breakdown in the state, then it is okay. Historically also, जभी भी presidents were asked to sign such order, president signed it, except in 1997 when the K.R. Narayanan was there and he returned the order twice. Okay, so misuse of Article 356 has always been there. Now, inflicting more wounds. Article 356, the first time it was used by Jawaharlal Nehru in the state of Punjab. Similarly, it was used in against the government of Kerala. Indira Gandhi used it almost 27 times, removing the democratically elected government on the ground of political stability and absence of clear mandate or withdrawal of support. President rule should be used only on the objective material, said Supreme Court in the famous SIR Bomai case. The famous SIR Bomai case, the Supreme Court said that Article 356 cannot be used by the prerogative of executive. Executive खुद जाके जानबूझ के political consideration से use नहीं कर सकता है, and hence you have to be very clear and objective. And this law changed the dynamics of the use of the Article 356. And since then, I think Article 356 has been used in a very rarely. The observation of Andhra Pradesh High Court are worrisome because again, the word otherwise should be deleted from the Article 356 and the provision should be used sparingly or never to remove the majority government. So इसमें जो Article 356 में जो otherwise word है that should be removed. Okay, so that is the Article 1. I hope इसको ढंग से पढ़िएगा. It will give you a good insight. Article 356 is the dead letter of the Constitution. Now, recharging DTH on 100% FDI. DTH is is evolving, and this is as per the new investment models. GS3 का topic है. Union Cabinet has revised the scheme for DTH, beginning with 100% FDI. Now, this FDI, जो DTH है, this sector is going through a lot of massive changes, and hence, right, technological changes and revenue pressures are there. So, investment coming from foreign nation is a welcome call. Now, क्या हुआ है? What are the new norms? The license will go from 10 years to 20 years. The revenue, has been reduced to 8%. Okay. Fee जो है वो 8% हो गया. Earlier it was 10% of the total gross revenue. The proposal for reduction in the license fee has been the back burner for 6 years since the regulation recommended. So 6 years से ये नहीं हुआ था, and that is a good thing that now they are reducing the revenue. Now this will give more space to the DTH workers, DTH companies. There's a relief among DTH players on the license fee decision. Although Indian Broadcasting Foundation would like the further liberalization, they want that further should be there. TRAI ने एक नया order pass किया है, new tariff order for television last year. The broadcasters have approached the court against the amended NTO laws issued in January, to which increase available channel for mandated network fee capacity. तो अभी क्या है, जो भी आपका package है, उसमें जो number of channels you get, as per TRAI, they say that more channels should be given on the DTH platform, but DTH people are opposing that. Now, what is the way forward? Broadcasters, which include state-run Doordarshan, must realize that audiences are won by the power of authentic programming, and entertainment. Yani, audiences should have the power to decide how things go, and they are decided by the content and the entertainment. In diverse cultural milieu with a vibrant public sphere and sporting tradition, there is a space for everyone. The best combination of technology and pricing will win the viewers' favor. And so hence there's a need to sit down and probably look at the provision and relook if needed. So that is DTH FDI. So that will bring more investment. So the mains marathon, there are 2 questions: the Cyber Dome project and India's outreach to Oceanic Island. So you can see both the questions.